Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session. This is very special session, an activity because we are here. We are here with Mrs. Rocio and Mrs. Areli, and we are here to share with you some Christmas around the world videos. What do you think about this, Rocio?
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me, Areli. Yes, we are going to share with you some videos that our students did about some Christmas traditions around English-speaking countries, such as the United Kingdom, the United States, Ireland, Canada, and Australia. In my case, I worked with groups 110A, 510A, 514A, 516B, and we chose some of the best videos for you.
Yes, and my groups are 559 and 651. And what our students did was to perform and did some mini TikToks that they really enjoyed. And they are presenting Christmas around the world, as Mrs. Rocio Garcia said. And so let's enjoy it. Can we start?
Let's start.
Okay, let's go.
Christmas activities in Australia. Santa Claus is dressed in shorts. Unlike in many countries, the Santa Claus outfit is a completely red suit. In Australia, his style changed. Australians dress up in Christmas hats and bathing suits for the beach. They make sandman signs on the beach. It is difficult to make a snowman. They substitute natural snow for artificial snow in order to give it a more Christmas-like resting place. And an interesting fact is that Santa can be seen surfing in the waves.
In Australia, the way of celebrate Christmas is very different. It's celebrated in summer and not in the winter. One of the traditions is to visit Santa Claus, who uses a surfboard and wears swimsuit. The children ask him for gifts without the need of a letter, and photos are taken. In the Christmas decoration, there is a flower, colored blush with red tones. The Christmas song is named Six White Boomers. The traditional food is a turkey and a purple. The celebrations begin on December 24th with Christmas Eve. On the 25th, there is a barbecue on the beach, and it is expected that Santa Claus, for the 26th, named the Boxing Day. That is started as a donation to the needy, who currently buy products at a low price. To end the year's Australians throw fireworks in cities like Sydney and Melbourne.
Christmas food in Australia. Australians often celebrate Christmas Day by enjoying a Christmas lunch or dinner with their closest family and friends. The meal usually consists of turkey or roast beef with vegetable, fruitcake, and pudding, a delicious British dessert. In addition, there is a tradition where Australians include a small coin in the pudding, and the person who finds it in their portion receives a year's luck. However, nowadays, most Australians prefer to have a seafood barbecue at the beach or a picnic, but always deck out with typical Christmas items and attire. And finally, Australians don't let a Christmas go by without eating a pavlova, a meringue pie topped with whipped cream and fruit.
The tortilla of Milo belongs to the peculiar dishes of the Christmas season and one of the best known of Canadian cuisine on the planet. It is prepared with bread dough, that is, with flour plus yeast and a little salt, to make a kind of sandwich whose filling is meat to taste. Butter tart. This dish is one of the most versatile. Unlike the previous one, it is easy to make. In fact, it is popular not only as a dessert and a side dish, but also to accompany the glorious Christmas dinner, which gives an idea of how useful and juicy it is.
The frozen cookies are one of the most delicious desserts in Canada, and they cannot be missed for the Christmas celebration, where they are used more frequently than the rest of the year. They are perhaps the most Christmas sweet of all. And we come to the Christmas dinner, which is the highlight of the day. It stars the famous Christmas turkey. In some cases, the turkey may also be substituted for a chicken. This food is usually served in company of other companions, such as meatloaf, butter cake, and many others, so that all the guests will end up with a full stomach and satisfied to the fullest.
In Canada, one of the typical Canadian Christmas drinks is the eggnog. But wait, don't think that it is made only with eggs whites. This is prepared with a delicious base of milk, egg, liquor, and spices. Cider is also an important drink as it has many followers. This drink is a North American interpretation of the famous German glue wine, a sweet spiced wine that is served hot and decorated with a slice of orange or lemon, or even a cinnamon stick.
The main dish is the tortilla. This is a succulent meatloaf or fish baked. However, it can be made from beef, pork, chicken, venison, and even trout or salmon. Baked turkey is very important. It is accompanied by vegetables, mashed potatoes, and crumb.
Every December, more than 300,000 people attend the massive Christmas parade in Vancouver. This parade features dozens of marching bands, artists, dance companies, colorful floats, and various community groups. The Vancouver Santa Claus Parade begins at midday in West Georgia Street and Broadway, and then heads east along with West Georgia, turning on Howe Street and ending at Davis Street and Howe Street. Speak playing of live music, entertainment, and delicious appetizers.
This event is free and is one of the most abundant fundraising events in Western Canada. The money goes to the CKNW Orphan Fund and the Vancouver Grand Food Bank Society. So viewers are encouraged to bring in not-perishable food or donations of money. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing effects of the pandemic, the Vancouver Santa Claus Parade will not be held in 2021.
Hi Canada! How do your population celebrate this Christmas? Canada! Oh, hi Mexico! For my population, it's important holiday. It's a family moment to share. And how celebrate? How do you prepare for this day? The first thing they do is go to choose a tree for their house, but they don't like the plastic trees. The tree must be natural like cedar, cypress, pine, and fir. The decoration is a family tradition. Decorate with beautiful colors and sing Christmas carols. My government has a contract with the postal correspondent for send mail from Santa Claus for the children. This action is for maintaining the illusion and tradition. And the last in this Christmas list is make the dinner for the night of December 24. The principal dishes are filling turkey and mashed potatoes. For the dessert are cakes and waffles with maple syrup, vanilla, and chocolate. But they prefer the dessert than main dishes. This is how the Canadians celebrate this holiday. So good, but I prefer con mi burrito sabanero.
Typical Irish Christmas food
In Ireland, the turkey is the most important on the table, although the Irish people prefer goose, which is served with vegetables, apples or compote. On New Year's Eve, it is customary to eat and dine fish. It is a form of fasting before the long-awaited Christmas Day. Christmas pudding is another typical dish. This dessert is filled with fruits and nuts. Before serving, it is bathed with hot brandy or a delicious sherry sauce.
The Irish Christmas dinner has turkey, goose, or ham and potatoes, but the highlight even goes to the dessert that are mince pies, pancakes, filled with a mixture of dried fruits and spices. Generally, it has the sign of a star on the cover that represents the Star of Bethlehem. And the Christmas pudding, known as plum pudding, is a mixture of fresh or dried fruits with nuts and alcoholic drinks, such as cognac and even beer, resulting in a consistent dough like a cake. Very dark and with a strong flavor. They look pretty, but because of the ingredients, it's something that is not everyone's taste.
How is Christmas celebrated in Ireland? One of the most common Christmas traditions in Ireland is taking a dip in the Atlantic. Just as you hear it, on December 25, the most intrepid people usually go to the coast and take a Christmas bath in ice water. This tradition is carried out year after year. It is usually very typical in Sandy Cove, and despite being very peculiar, they have an incredible time. When getting out of the water, it is customary to have a delicious Irish whiskey punch, accompanied by a spice meat that is a typical Christmas dish in Ireland. So, now you know the fun and peculiar way Christmas is celebrated in Ireland. Go ahead and meet and experience unique moments this Christmas.
Today I bring you 5 Christmas customs in England. Christmas cards. They are sent to family, friends and loved ones. It is something very traditional in England. The Christmas stocking. They are put in a fireplace or in a corner of the bed. And there are small gifts. The Christmas crackers. It is a candy-shaped cylinder. 2 people pulling it. The one who keeps most of the cylinder gets the toy or small gift. It contains a paper crown that is used at Christmas dinner. The 10 Advent calendars are very traditional in England. In each day of calendar, you could pick a chocolate or a Harry Potter or Christmas gift. Watch the Queen's speech is very traditional. This is given on December 25 at 3 in the afternoon.
Christmas Eve is for the British a Christian celebration that anticipates the birth of the baby Jesus. On this day, many people work only until noon and usually have dinner as a family. The smallest of the home leave the typical Christmas socks hanging on the tree, and Santa Claus will pass at night to fill them with candies. He will also bring gifts for the children who have been good all year long and put them under the Christmas tree. December 25th is Christmas Day. In England, gifts are opened in the morning and families gather for the traditional Christmas meal, which is roast turkey, and the most typical dessert is Christmas pudding. Christmas crackers are very traditional on this day, which are placed next to each dinner's plate. It is a day when all people go shopping.
know that the Christmas season is one of the most beloved of the year, in which families get together to dine as a family with delicious dishes. This time we will see the classic foods that are enjoyed in England. The roast turkey is the star dish. It is usually accompanied with peas, gravy or cranberry sauce, roasted potatoes with butter, Brussels sprouts and other vegetables. Also very typical are the bacon wrapped sausages, which are known as pigs in blankets, and the puff pastry rolls with sausage. If we talk about their typical drinks, they are mulled wine or mulled cider. Mulled wine or cider with spices and sugar that is made at home. And in the dessert section, we have the famous Christmas pudding. Its preparation begins a month before Christmas so that the ingredients settle. It is flambéed with brandy and accompanied with custard. Inside it can contain raisins, almonds, cinnamon, lemon, currants and fruit peels. They have the tradition of putting a 5-pence piece on it, which brings luck to the one who finds it.
Each country has its own way of celebrating Christmas, but we're going to talk about Christmas in the United States of America. In the USA, they celebrate Christmas by putting a pine tree with gifts. They say that Santa Claus enters through the chimney and leaves the gifts on the night of 24th. On Christmas Day, December 25, they eat turkey, mashed potatoes, salty cakes, eggnog, which is a traditional drink made of egg, milk, cream, sugar, brandy, or rum, and the traditional gingerbread cookies. With these ones, they make the famous gingerbread house. These dishes in some countries will sound a little weird, like eggnog, but it is the tradition here. Christmas is a day to enjoy with family and friends, and no matter where we are, it's a day to give, receive, and share with love.
Stockings or socks for Santa. They are a symbol of Christmas in the US, since each member of the family has a sock that can be personalized with their name. In addition, one similar to Santa's wood is almost always used. Where they find the sweets and gifts that it leaves them, they will discover that I left them inside the wood on December 25 in the morning. Where does the stocking tradition come from? According to the legends, this tradition comes from the story of a noble father and his 3 daughters. He was a wealthy and lucky man until his wife died. His sadness and heartbreak caused him to lose all his wealth. He had no way to pay for the wedding of his daughters, who were his support day after day. One night, Santa Claus felt sorry for the situation of this family. He went down the fireplace and left a gold ingot in the daughters' stockings that they left to dry in the fireplace. Thanks to this legend, both the smallest and the oldest of the family left a sock in the fireplace, waiting for Santa to leave them a gift.
Hi, my name is Sebastian, and I'm going to talking about of the Christmas in United States. For beginning, we need to know the Americans celebrate this tradition the 25. Not like in Mexico, we celebrate the 24. They take advantage for the 24, go to buy all the gifts, and the 25 they wake up early for seeing his gifts, and at the same day they dinner with all the family, the traditional turkey, mashed potatoes, and eggnog that it's a different punch but doing with eggs. They had a tradition called Christmas tree forms, that it's a tradition with all the family, and they go to buy a natural tree for decorate, and it's because they prefer the natural than the artificial trees.
Okay, so they were really awesome. I really love them. I really enjoy it.
Yes, me too. It was interesting to know that we share some of the traditions, and it was interesting to know some of the different ones.
But I really enjoy UK for me. I mean, all of them were amazing, but I am in love with UK. Sorry, but I have to say that. I don't know.
Well, I was really surprised about Australia because they celebrate Christmas in a very different environment. So it was nice to know how they celebrate.
Yes, obviously, the food is amazing. It's totally different from what we are accustomed to have as a dinner. So different kind of. So thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much to all the students that share with us these TikToks. And it's time to say goodbye. And thank you, Mrs. Garcia, to be with us as well.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year.
Okay, the same to you, and thank you for everything. Happy New Year, but before, Merry Christmas. Okay, bye-bye.